We are going to be predicting the Detroit Lions full season and the NFC North, all the records, with a predictor. Let's get right into the video. To be doing exactly how it sounds, okay? We're going to be going through and using a predictor to predict game by game who wins the game, how the NFC North plays out, who wins the division, and stuff like that. Now, I don't believe this actually has the playoffs in it, but it may. And if it does, that'd be awesome, okay? And I just came across this website, so this is my first time really using this. And I was like, dang, this is sweet. And we did this before, and I think you guys really enjoyed the predictor because it's random. It's kind of cool to look at how it really works out here. So let's get right into it. I'm pretty sure there's no stats in this. I'm pretty sure it's just completely random. So it will be nice to see, just for fun what the record is and, not opinions and all that goofy statistical stuff. No, we're just going to play for fun here. So let's get right into it. Now you can see the Detroit Lions are right here versus Arizona. It's week 1. You got the Packers and Bears matchup, and then you have the Vikings and Falcons. I won't do that every time. I just thought you guys, that way I can help you guys know what's going down. So this way you can look at the records throughout the conference, and this way you can go by division. It's such a cool website. You guys have to check this out. I will leave the link in the description, but every once in a while I forget. But this is the link right here, playoffpredictors.com/football /NFL. But I'm going to do it for you guys. That way you guys don't even have to do that, okay? So let's get right into this. Let's randomize a week, and basically that's going to pick winners. We're going to randomize the week, and boom, there we go, winners. So as you can see, the Detroit Lions actually lost to the Arizona Cardinals. I can switch it, but yeah, I don't want to do that. So that's how week 1 goes down. So the Lions lose to the Cardinals. The Bears beat the Packers. I can see that happening. We're going to really see if this is realistic. And the Falcons beat the Vikings. Okay, so that means the Lions are 0-1. Every team is 0-1 except for the Chicago Bears. And now we have to go to the second week, which I had it before. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Okay. You have to go to week 2, or you can click next. If you guys are going to do this on your own, you can click next, or you can click week 2. But here we go. So as you can see, the Browns are in first of the AFC North. So take a picture because they may not last, but we'll have to wait and see. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the Browns are going to be great this season. Let's figure that out. But let's get into this week 2. Lions and Chargers. We get the dub. We're 1-1. Okay. So we lose to the Cardinals, but we upset the Chargers at home. The crowd is hyped. Home opener. We get the job done, and we are 1-1. As you can see, the Chicago Bears also won their game, where they played, where is Chicago at? Right here. They played Denver. So they're 2-0, and we are 2-0. We are 1-1 with Minnesota Vikings, and the Packers are 0-2. That's a rough start for the Packers. But now let's move on to week number 3, and we'll see if we can get a winning record through the first 3 games. That would be really nice to see, especially in real life. So let's randomize this week. And we get the Lions win again on the road, beating Philadelphia, and they are now 2-1, tied for first in the division. As you guys can see, the Bengals and the Browns are tied first in the division. Kind of surprising, but again, it is early. Patriots, very realistic, 2-1. I mean, it's kind of realistic up to this point, I guess you could say, but early in the season. So let's move on to week number 4. And now week number 4, the Detroit Lions are playing the Kansas City Chiefs at home. This is tough. It's going to be a really hard one in real life, but we're 2-1. Let's keep it rolling. Come on, 3-1, baby, 3-1. That's what happens. 3-1. And the Lions lead the NFC North through the first 4 weeks. Who would have saw that coming? Coming into the bye, Lions lead the NFC North. Who would have saw that coming? Our first 5 games are so tough. Nope. 3-1. So right now we're 3-1. Everyone else is 2-2. So it's a very tight division still. But let's move on to week numero. Nombre is name in Spanish. Numeral. I don't know why I'm trying to do this. Number 5. So here we go. We have the Detroit Lions having a bye week here. Obviously, I don't know why I was looking for them. So let's see how this week goes. And we have the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers winning. We have the Vikings taking the loss there. So Packers beat the Cowboys. We have the Vikings losing to the Giants. That's tough. They lose the Giants. That's tough. Then we have the Bears beating the Raiders. Very realistic. As you guys can see, New England is 4-1. So maybe this does statistically kind of work its way out. I mean, everything looks pretty realistic. I'm not going to lie. I could see all of this kind of happening. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles 0-4. That's kind of tough. But really, I mean, this one isn't really realistic here, the AFC West. But other than that, they're not bad. Okay, so let's move on to week number 6. Let's get back on the field. Let's play our rival Green Bay Packers now on the road. Now we're feeling good. We're 3-1. We're leading the division, baby. Let's keep this thing rolling. 4 straight wins. We didn't get the dub. Nope. We didn't get the dub. We lost to the Packers. So that means now we fall to 3-2, which isn't bad. The Packers are now 4-2, but that's okay. We're still in a position to make the playoffs. So let's move on to week number 7. So heading into week number 7, we play at home versus Minnesota Vikings. We're 3-2, Minnesota 2-4, and Minnesota gets the job done. So we got through the tough part of our schedule pretty well. and now we're kind of falling apart. So that's not good. We lose back-to-back divisional games. We got to get rolling. As you guys can see, the Packers are now 5-2, beating Oakland. They have a good start, but as we know, the schedule maybe gets a little bit lighter towards the end of the season. We can start turning things on. So let's move on to the midpoint of the season, week number 8. Let's randomize it, and the Lions play the Giants, and they lose again. We are 3-4, guys. This is not good. We just lost 3 straight games. This is tough. Packers win again. They are 6-2. We're actually the 12th seed in the NFC. That's rough. You can see the Browns lead their division at 4-3. Indianapolis up there with Houston, who are just in the playoffs. Miami's actually 5th right now in the seeding. You have Oakland in the playoffs, a big surprise. San Francisco 6-1. Wow. Dallas Cowboys 3-4. That division's a mess. That's disgusting. And then us 3-4. So that's kind of tough. But if we were 3-4, we'd be leading the East. That's disgusting. That's not supposed to happen. So let's move on to week number 9. We got to get it right now. We got to get right. We got to beat the Raiders. We have to beat the Raiders. And we do. We beat the Raiders. That's good stuff. So that just jumped us way up because the rest of our division is kind of struggling here. Chicago loses to Philly, and the Vikings lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, so we already won that game, and the Green Bay Packers actually lost to the Chargers. So all teams lose, we win. That's big. We needed that. And sometimes you get that in real life where every team needs to lose and you get a win and you just jump completely up the standings. We went from the 12th seed to the 8th seed in 1 week. That's huge. Now moving into week 10 in double-digit weeks, these are where the money is made. You have to kick it on. Come on, Matt Patricia. Bring us home, baby. And we lose to Chicago. We lose to Chicago. That's tough. So we're back to the 11th seed, sitting at 4-5. Tough so far. We'll actually go through the rest of the league in a second. I kind of want to scroll through this a little bit faster. I don't want this to be a 20-minute video, but I talk a lot, So let's randomize this. At home versus Dallas Cowboys. No one likes Cowboys. Let's get it done. We got it done. And I'm okay with that. You know what? I can accept some of the losses as long as we beat the Cowboys. We have to beat the Cowboys. I don't like the Cowboys. You guys don't like the Cowboys. So that makes us the number 9 seed, which 3 spots out, but we're 5-5. We're in a position right now where we could run the table and win the division. We'll just have to wait and see, though. The Packers are sitting at 7-3. They're sitting real comfy right now. You can see the Browns also at 5-5, so keep an eye on that. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So let's move on to week number 12, where we play away at Washington. We should get this done, man. We should get this done. We do get it done. We get it done, baby. And that jumps us up to 6-5. Let's go. The 7th seed in the NFC. We're just on the outside of the playoff picture. You can see the Browns are actually the 6th seed. So let's take a look actually at the conference and see where we are. So you can see we're right outside, right behind the Atlanta Falcons, who have a 3-3-2. They've actually tied 2 games. Surprising. You got the Cowboys up there who we beat, so that's good. We have the head-to-head, and we have the same record. So we could pass this team. Wait, didn't we beat the Cowboys? We beat the Cowboys. Why are we not ahead of the Cowboys? Because they're conference record. Okay, but we could pass them. We could pass them at some point. And you can see Tampa Bay's 1st and San Francisco 2nd. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. Now over here, this one seems to be a little more realistic. I feel like the AFC is kind of making sense, except for the Chargers. But the NFC looks all jacked up. We're not sure what's going on over here. We're struggling over here at the NFC. So let's move on to week number 13. In week number 13, we are home to play the Chicago Bears with the chance to tie the Packers. And we get the job done. But the Packers also get the job done versus the Giants. Now, we beat the Bears, but we're going to stay at that 7th spot for now. We're going to stay there for now. The Vikings lose to Seattle, so they drop to 4-8. They're basically out of the playoff picture. And the Chicago Bears, sitting at 5-6-1, are almost out of the playoff picture as well with that loss to us. Now, we're actually 1-3 in the division, so we haven't done so well in the division, but we get the final division win. We get a division win there, which is a very, very big one. So let's move on to week number 14, and let's see if we can get this thing rolling. We could win this division, but this is a chance for us to really put ourselves in that wild card spot here in week number 14. Let's randomize it. Let's see if we can beat the Vikings. Please beat the Vikings. Oh, we lost to the Vikings. Okay, but we didn't fall far. We're still the 8th seed. The Packers won again. They're 9-4, so they basically have won the division, unless, we play them the last week, so we can get that one. So if we win that one, that'll drop them down. We win the other one, and they lose. There's a chance. There is a chance. That's what that means, is that there is a chance, and that's all that matters, is that there's a chance. But we just need to get the playoffs. We just need to make the playoffs, and I'll be happy. Big week here. Week number 15. Home versus the Buccaneers. We should get this done. The Vikings are on the road to play the Chargers, so they may lose that game. And then you can see this one. This is a big matchup. If the Chicago Bears can take them down, they will actually get back into the playoff race, and that'll knock the Packers out, and that Packers down, we can potentially, get back into that division race. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. get it done. We got it done once again, guys. And we were sitting at 8-6, jump up one spot in the seeds. And we were just outside the playoff picture once again. And Chicago Bears had basically eliminated themselves from the playoff picture with that loss, falling to 6-7-1. Now the Vikings actually won their last two, moving up to 6-8 now. But you can see the Packers beating the Chicago Bears, going to 10-4. We're probably not going to win the division, guys. But that's okay, as long as we make the playoffs, right? That's what matters, is if we make the playoffs. And Week 16 is a big one. We are playing at Denver, and the Vikings and the Packers will play. Okay, so Vikings, we need an upset. We need an upset. Even though you're out of the playoff picture, we need an upset. And where's Chicago Bears at? And Chicago Bears play at home versus Kansas City. So they're probably going to lose that game, but they may be out of the playoffs anyway. So let's see what happens. We need to get this done. Oh, we didn't get it done, guys. We didn't get it done. And the Packers going to win once again. We fall to 8-7. I don't know if we have playoff chances at this point. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and check. So let's check. So we're 8-7. Let's check the conference. I don't know if we can make it. We're sitting at the 8th spot and we can't. We're not going to make the playoffs. Wait a minute. I think the thing's kind of jacked up here. How in the world is a 10-5 New Orleans team? Oh, because they're winning their division. Look, I'm not thinking. You guys don't know how late it is right now. Okay, so that means Philly's winning their division. Packers are obviously winning our division. So the two right here. So New Orleans is a wild card team because of Tampa Bay. And Atlanta is also a wild card team. So with that being said, we're not going to win our division. We're not making the playoffs. We are not making the playoffs, I don't believe, because of all these stupid ties to Atlanta. What are you doing? But the Browns may make the playoffs, so I guess if you're a Browns fan, then yeah, good for you. I don't even care at this point, right? I don't care. We're gonna play Green Bay, but we gotta beat Green Bay. Don't leave on that kind of note. Spoil their seeding. Did I click the button? I don't think I clicked the button. Spoil their seeding. Don't let them be happy going into the playoffs. And they're happy. We let them be happy. We're 8-8. Gosh dang it. Well, that is an improvement, right? 6-10 to 8-8. That's an improvement. We finished as the 9 seed. This is tough. This kind of made me depressed. Honestly, I'm kind of depressed. After a really good start, I'm kind of depressed that we finished the way we did. We finished as the 9 seed here. No chance to make the wild card. This is weird. We have Phillies finishing at 7-8-1, actually winning their division. We finished at 8-8, so really we had a better record, but we still didn't make the playoffs. The Browns squeaked in as a 5 seed. We see Indianapolis. Miami's 9-7, Denver 10-6, Houston, Cincinnati, and no New England. They fell apart, 7-8-1. Tampa Bay is the best seed in the NFC with a 12-4 record, as well as Green Bay Packers. San Francisco fills that out with 10-6, and Philly fills out the divisional winners at 7-8-1. Then we have the Atlanta Falcons and New Orleans Saints from the same division representing the wild card. And I don't believe that I can go to the playoffs. Oh, we can. We can go to the playoffs. Oh, this is sick. This is sick. Now, it would be more sick if we were in the playoffs, but it is what it is. So let's randomize the wild card weekend just for fun. Let's just see what happens. So we have Atlanta beating the Philadelphia Eagles. We have the Saints beating the 49ers. So they both move on. So the same teams in the same division both move on. Miami beats the Browns, and Denver beats the Indianapolis Colts. Wow, Miami has done a lot of surprising things. Let me just say that. So let's move on now to where it really starts to matter. Okay, so we have Atlanta and Green Bay. We're going to root for Atlanta. We have New Orleans and Tampa Bay, Denver, Cincinnati, Miami, Houston. I'm curious to see how this rolls out. So the Green Bay Packers actually win, so does Tampa Bay. So the 1 and 2 seeds stay. 1 and 2 seeds stay on each side. We're going to move on to the NFC and AFC championship game. And the Green Bay Packers are going back to the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness. They're going to play the Houston Texans. Well, this is awkward. This is awkward. I don't want to see this. They better not win a Super Bowl. Please don't tell me. I don't want to go to bed like this, bro. The Packers just won a Super Bowl. The Packers just won the dang Super Bowl. Wow. Okay, well, that's depressing. If you guys want to see me doing stuff like this, more stuff like this, make sure you let me know in the comments below. This is pretty fun. You guys should check out this website. I definitely recommend this to anyone. Anyways, thank you, Prop, for watching. Let me know your thoughts, comments below, and I'm out.